Well, it's been a while, but I'm back again. The weather is being shit, which, okay, the weather's being incredibly inconsistent. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's rainy. British weather, eh? Can't make its bloody mind up. Anyway, hello, hi, I'm back from the grave. Now, I haven't uploaded anything over this summer just because I haven't been in the mood, to be brutally honest with you. I've been too busy with other things, and I've only got 3 Blu-rays. One of them is a box set. Got these in Sainsbury's, and they were quite cheap, and they're actually a lot cheaper than HMV and stuff. But they've not got much choice, films I actually want. So I'd always stick to HMV, but I got these a few months ago. So let's get going. So the first Blu-ray I've got is the Towering Inferno. I got this for about £6 in Sainsbury's. I wasn't planning on getting this one just because I don't know why, it just never particularly looks that appealing, but I bought it anyway just because it was going cheap and I heard good things about it. And I mean, it's an alright film. It's not a film I'll probably watch again. It's not a perfect film, but for what it is, it's good. It's good. I like it. There's the disc. There's important notice, which I've got, which for a while I didn't have any Blu-rays with it. Now on some Warner Blu-rays have it. Let's read it and see what it says. Important notice: this Blu-ray disc is manufactured to be the highest quality available. It is possible this Blu-ray disc was manufactured after your Blu-ray disc player. To ensure best possible viewing experience, your Blu-ray disc player may need firmware or software update. Please consult your hardware manufacturer's website for the latest firmware or software versions, and if an upgrade is available, we suggest that you follow its instructional information. That's good. It's good to know, because I mean, I hate sometimes particularly my software and things, I need to get them set up properly, for some Blu-rays, like Fox Blu-rays for example. Fox Blu-rays are a bitch sometimes, to try and get working, because they keep saying, we got copy protection, we're not going to play. But now I've managed to get it working, so it's not much of a problem. So, anyway, next Blu-ray is The Crow, collector's edition apparently. I don't know what's, special about it when compared to the normal edition. I think it is the normal edition. It's an amazing film, such a good film if you've not seen it. Notorious, because this was Brandon Lee's last film since he was accidentally shot on set. So, but yeah, it's still a great film. There's the disc. And the final Blu-ray I've got is a box set, the final one, and that is this, Bruce Lee the Master Collection. This contains The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, Game of Death, and Enter the Dragon. Oddly, they get Game of Death and Enter the Dragon switched around, but normal. Bruce Lee, one of the most iconic martial artists in cinema, in Hong Kong cinema and things. This is sort of the first set of sort of foreign cinema I've got. I've not got much foreign cinema, so maybe I should start getting more foreign cinema. And also, Bruce Lee is the father of Brandon Lee as well. There it is. I got this in Sainsbury's for about 30 quid. Now, HMV had the DVD version of this for about $39.99 on their website. And so what would you rather do? Would you rather spend £10 extra and get, them in standard definition, or do you want to save £10 and get them in high def? So I got a high def version. Anyway, here are the cases. Big Boss, which is not his first film. He did quite a lot of films before this, but this is his first sort of proper, sort of big role in a film. and I mean it's an alright film. It's nothing particularly special. There's the disc. I believe if you buy this on its own, it comes in a clear case like some of the Arrow Video Blu Rays, and they've got a reversible sleeve, just like Arrow. But anyway, these are just standard. Then also we get a bonus disc, Bruce Lee the Legend and Bruce Lee the Man and the Legend, which is a DVD. Fist of Fury, a very good film. This one is it. It properly shows Bruce Lee's martial arts skills. And he's a lot more aggressive in this one. He definitely has Fist of Fury, also known as the Chinese Connection. It's odd because Big Boss was originally titled Fists of Fury in Hong Kong or China or wherever, and when it came out in the States, it was called The Big Boss, and the Fist of Fury, and next this was called the Chinese Connection in Hong Kong, but they changed it to Fist of Fury. But anyway, there's the disc. The Way of the Dragon, which was the only film Bruce Lee ever directed, which was a shame because I mean he did a pretty good job with this one. I think I need to revisit this one actually because I was slightly underwhelmed by it, but it was still very good. It had very good moments, and it also I think was one of the first films to star Chuck Norris. Everybody's favourite meme. Anyway, there's this. Game of Death, which this film isn't very good at all. This was Bruce Lee's semi sort of last film because he originally intended this to have a completely different plot and things, but what happened, and he'd filmed about half of it, I believe, and after he died, and when he died, Golden Harvest, who released many of his movies, had this footage and they didn't know what to do with it, so they created a new film to try and incorporate that footage. And I think it was Robert Klaus who directed this, who also did Enter the Dragon as well, and he had even more footage removed from it, and he changed the plot considerably, and there are many Bruce Lee sort of imitators, from the Bruceploitation era, with lots of them in disguise, and I think later on they just couldn't give a shit, and so you can obviously tell certain parts are Bruce Lee and certain parts aren't. But I believe most of the footage is now resurfaced, the original Bruce Lee footage, and has been put together as, I believe it's on here as extras, I believe. Yeah, but anyway, Bruce Lee in his iconic yellow jumpsuit, which he only wore a few minutes in this film, I believe. He only wore it for a few minutes, which, despite its very short time, it's incredibly iconic, for in like martial arts movies and homages and things. Like the most prominent example is Uma Thurman primarily wore a yellow jumpsuit in Kill Bill Volume 1. Anyway, there's this. And then finally, his most iconic film, Enter the Dragon, which is such an amazing film. Sorry, I was interrupted just then, but anyway, Enter the Dragon. Best film in my personal opinion, one of his most iconic. Yeah. The other ones it's their Blu-ray debut. This one, its first Blu-ray release was in 2007, I believe. And this is the reissue from around about 2013, 2014-ish. There's the disc. And the other ones were remastered in 4K. This one wasn't. It's remastered in high definition, but it still looks very good. It still has a very good transfer, very good print and everything. Okay, so that's the end of the update, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.